Colette Bailey, I'm Managing Director of Metal. Metal is an arts organisation that primarily invites artists working in all different disciplines from all around the world to come and spend time in our space in Southend-on-Sea and working towards building big creative ideas that respond to the place where we are. Well, 4 years ago, Southend Borough Council were looking for some cultural partners to help contribute to the already quite vibrant cultural scene that was here, and Metal were looking for a space to come somewhere in the east of England, and we looked at a number of different options along southeast Essex, and when we were shown everything that was going on in Southend, that seemed like the place for us to set up our project. And the things that really impressed us were fantastic landscapes. So we're talking about bringing artists from all over the world, and so the big skies and the fantastic kind of changing kind of landscapes along the 7 miles of Southend were just brilliant. Also quality of life in terms of for staff, etc., the kind of access to cheaper housing than in London. But also the fantastic links to London, so it's only 45 minutes on the train, half an hour in rush hour. So for all of those links with the cultural life that's going on in London, and also for artists who live there and working with us here, it was just brilliant. Culture is one of those fantastic disciplines which actually you never really know. Once you start on an idea, you never really know where it's going to take you, and ideas that artists come up with, we often have to look for partners in lots of different places, so it takes us into all kinds of different businesses, and actually you find that businesses can get a lot for their own business from the ideas that we're developing. So for instance, we've worked a lot with Essex and Suffolk Water since we've been here in Southend on around 4 different projects that all feed into their business aims. And for us, we're building in kind of community elements and artistic elements and actually, you know, creative ideas that can then go on to have business lives themselves. Actually, I've lived in quite a few cities around the country in my working life, including London and Liverpool, and for me it's the best place I've lived actually, because it has all of those things that you know, in terms of your life that you require, quality of life, access to the beach, really fantastic quality of air, good public services, all of those things. And then in terms of your business life, I mean, all of that's important when you're thinking about your staff and how, you know, especially if you're relocating, and how that might play out with them. But in your business life, it's got great connections to London, 2 different train lines that go to 2 different places in London, and also, you know, with the coming of the airport, it's got connections to Europe. So, you know, I couldn't think of a better place to be.